It is not known exactly where the word «rococo» derives from, but its origin can probably be found in the French word rocaille, which was used to describe decorations of shells and pebbles in the 16th century. In the 18th century, the term was used to describe the main artistic movement in France in the first half of the century. Basically a style of ornament, Rococo is more of an extension of late Baroque art than a style in its own right. There are interesting parallels between the relationship between the two and the relationship between the High Renaissance and the Mannerist. An art movement emerged in France in the early 18th century. The Rococo emerged from the Baroque period during the Enlightenment. This style symbolizes the hedonism of the European upper classes. This movement, which deals with the themes of flirting and melancholic love in the aristocracy, appeals to the emotions rather than the mind, and beauty is in the foreground rather than depth. Rococo is seen as both the pinnacle and the downfall of Baroque art. After the heavy works created in the Baroque style, the artists were now ready for a change. The Rococo style was a reaction to the Baroque formality and rigidity of palace life. The solemn and lofty style identified with it. After the reign of Louis XIV, a movement towards a lighter, more attractive style in French architectural ornament began and soon spread throughout Europe. During the regency of the Duke of Orleans, the regent of the younger King Louis XV, the palace formalities gave way to a more casual and intimate atmosphere. Rococo art portrayed an artificial and contrived world. While less formal, Rococo was essentially the art of the aristocracy, emphasizing the sensuous and fond lifestyles of the aristocracy now, instead of the piety, morality, self-control, reason, and valor that could be found in the Baroque. Rococo-style paintings often depict beautiful aristocrats clad in velvets, fine lace, and embroidery. The figures are tall and graceful, stand out and attractive. Faces are reflected as soft, beautiful, effeminate and eternal youth. Noble men are depicted with feminine wigs, lips and cheeks painted red, and high heels. Rococo female figures are graceful and soft. Their faces are childlike and emotional. There is a soft seductiveness or graceful, charming smile in the curves of the mouth lines. Rococo art depicts carefree aristocrats having fun in artificial environments. These romantic scenes depict flamboyantly dressed ladies and gentlemen flirting, having a picnic, and playing music at garish country parties. The background scene is usually a peaceful natural setting with beautiful trees and roses. Rococo style is distinguished by pastel colors, gracefully curvy forms, imaginative figures and a carefree, both visually and physically, air. The essence of Rococo art is light. Extremely illuminated sections are placed on the subject and the whole work is light in color, effect and emotion. Artists have paid special attention to fine details, color precision, dynamic compositions and ambient effects are hallmarks of the form. Eventually, Rococo art gave way to a more serious style, neoclassicism. Critics denounced Rococo as a symbol of a distasteful, promiscuous and corrupt society.